So and we should argue to restrict those numbers. And we can argue on cultural reasons, which are certainly very valid, such as incompatible customs and mannerisms and religions. We can argue on social reasons, such as the strain on housing and infrastructure and the inevitable overcrowding that such numbers will bring. And we can argue on economic levels, which is a very strong point as well, which says that often these people create a tax deficit, by which is meant that they cost more than they pay. All of these are valid and proper and convincing reasons, but we can also argue on the basis that this is Scotland and we don't want Scotland to be transformed into what will become a foreign country with a foreign population full of people who do not resemble the heritage Scots who have lived here for hundreds and hundreds of years. We don't want Scotland transformed into a foreign country full of foreign peoples, plural. And that's also a perfectly valid and a perfectly legitimate and a perfectly convincing argument to speak about. And, that's a very much a Scottish nationalist position. That's the sort of position that you should actually be hearing John Swinney speak about and quite openly advocate, because it's an absolutely legitimate fact. But of course, his brain has been captured by the sort of 1970s, 1980s nonsense of internationalism and open borders and globalism. And so he's not really a proper Scottish nationalist in the sense that people like myself are.